You finally reach your biggest life goal. You expect absolute peace. You sit in the quiet aftermath of your great hard-won achievement, waiting for a permanent wave of deep satisfaction to flood your life. Instead, you feel strangely hollow. Why does your greatest victory taste like a cold betrayal? You stare at the certificate. You turn the new keys in your hand. You realize the fierce joy you bought with years of sweat has evaporated in minutes. The trophy is already cold. Is your brain broken? You might blame your restless mind. You might blame your demanding world. But the real answer is far stranger. Buried deep inside the elegant, survival-obsessed chemistry of your own nervous system, your brain is quietly deleting your joy. How did this relentless self-sabotage keep your ancestors breathing? You assume happiness is the ultimate prize. Nature disagrees completely. Your prehistoric ancestors did not survive by resting under a tree, perfectly content with last season's harvest. Safety was always temporary. Do you see why a satisfied hunter was soon a dead hunter? Your imagination loves to play tricks. It paints a glowing destination. The Harvard psychologist Dr. Tal Ben-Shahar named this trap the arrival fallacy. The false belief that reaching one specific milestone will secure everlasting happiness. You swallow the illusion whole. Why does your own mind lie to you so convincingly? You worship the destination. You discard the journey. This quiet error, where you mistake a brief release of tension for a permanent state of bliss, guarantees that you keep striving forever. The promise of peace is only the bait. Why does the same trap keep working? Consider your primary chemical messenger. You ache for the finish line. The pioneering neuroscientist Dr. Wolfram Schultz discovered that dopamine, the molecule of desire, surges while you anticipate a reward, then collapses the exact instant the reward arrives. The brain coldly comparing what it expected against what it actually received. Did you believe the chemistry of wanting was ever built to let you enjoy having? You feel the drop. You scan for a fresh target. Your reward pathway is not defective. It is simply doing its job, resetting your hunger to zero so you never freeze in comfort. The thrill was alone. Why must you repay it so brutally fast? Your ancestors faced a savage world. Contentment was a death sentence. The social psychologist Dr. Philip Brickman exposed this human limit in his famous study of lottery winners, proving that sudden fortunes never permanently lift your baseline happiness, because your nervous system habituates or grows numb to any new reality. This relentless resetting is called hedonic adaptation. Can you see how an easily satisfied ancestor would have stopped hunting, stopped foraging, and starved? You inherit their nervous system. You carry their restless blood. Your bloodline endured because their brains refused to let them feel proud of what they captured yesterday. Growth demanded a permanent deficit. How do you escape a design that runs on your dissatisfaction? You live inside a world of abundance, yet you still run on scarcity software. You build mountains out of career promotions, social status, and purchases, forever convinced that the next summit will finally be the one that lets you rest. But the horizon keeps sliding away. Are you ready to stop punishing yourself for a hunger that was carefully engineered for your survival? You buy the gadget. You seize the title. You realize you have only stepped onto a faster treadmill. That demands you sprint twice as hard to hold your ground. The target always moves. Why do you keep playing a game you cannot win? You cannot hack this ancient system. You can only watch it. By recognizing that your biology secretly treats arrival as a threat, you can finally stop chasing the illusion of a permanent emotional destination and inhabit the raw struggle of the climb itself. The summit is just a barren rock. When you reach your biggest life goal, will you still beg it to save you? You will look down at your achievement. You will feel the quiet, empty space inside. You will realize the joy was never in the trophy at all, but in the beautiful, restless wiring that forced you to become someone capable of reaching it. The hunger was always your fuel. Will you finally let yourself enjoy the climb? You look up at the peak. You step forward. You finally reach your biggest life goal, but this time you smile as your brain deletes the satisfaction. Already hunting for the next mountain,